Hey guys, welcome to Rebel Course, welcome to beautiful Cabo San Lukas. Today I have a beast, check this out. This is original Humvee, this one is military. I tested and drove a Hummer H1 before, but this is way different. This is actually the original military vehicle. This vehicle was of course in Desert Storm in Iraq in '91. Then it became popular. Arnold Schwarzenegger actually was the person pretty much responsible for bringing this military vehicle into the masses, into basically they made a civilian version of it, and that was H1 Hummer. H1 was produced from '92 till 2006. It was a little bit more comfortable. This one is as rugged as it gets. There's no creature comforts, there is nothing in it. I'm gonna show you inside. It's basically a tank. And yeah, and this is the original one. I thought it would be really cool to show you this particular model. So this one here, it's got 6.2 liter diesel engine, 3-speed transmission. It's not a fast vehicle, it's very slow vehicle. Maximum speed is, I believe, about 55 miles per hour or 90 kilometers an hour. 0 to 100 non-existent basically. But nevertheless, it's super capable off-road. It's crazy, you know, tank and very fun vehicle. So let's start from the front. Obviously we have a portal axles, which are very cool and amazing for off-roading. Basically with the portal axles everything is higher up, so you have the ground clearance. And check it out, there is no brakes over here. Like if normal cars, pretty much every other car would have a brake discs right here, non-existent here. Why? Because the brakes are in the middle, right in the back, in the middle, the brakes are there. Again, this is basically to make the car a little bit taller, more ground clearance basically. The width of the Hummer, even though it looks amazingly wide, it is a huge car of course, but this is identical as the new Ford Raptor. This obviously looks so much wider. It's not a stall, but pretty much 86 inches. And let's go forward. I thought that the Jeeps have straight windshields in the front, but Jeeps got nothing on this. Check this out. This is like basically straight up, like we're talking about the aerodynamics of a fridge. Old school windshield wiper. I love how everything is so basic and so raw and so rugged. It's super cool. So those two latches, you know, the massive hood, you need two people to open the hood because it's so heavy. Now this thing is really cool. Those hooks are right here. This is actually to lift it up with a helicopter. So this is actually connected of course to the frame. You can pick the Hummer up, transport it, again, military vehicle. So let's go inside guys, check this out. This is actually really cool, but at the same time a little bit funny. This massive vehicle here, and you have so little space. I cannot touch the other seat over there because it's so far away. We have this massive console right here, but the space here is very narrow. And then look at the steering wheel. This is actually super funny. This reminds me of a bumper cars when I used to drive as a kid, and that's how it looks like, and that's also how it feels like. Old gauges of course, those are the light switches, those are turn signals over here. The Hummer's of course known for a tire inflation system. This one doesn't have it anymore because it's got aftermarket wheels. But nevertheless, the tire inflation system really good. Normally you could deflate it or inflate it for any conditions you want. This is the handbrake, 3-speed transmission, and off-road gear is right here. Why the console? It's so big because this car is weighs so much that the transmission and everything underneath is much higher. Therefore you're losing all this space over here, but you're gaining the ground clearance. So console, and again, feels super, almost I would say a little bit claustrophobic because the seats are so small. Visibility is actually okay because this window, you know, this reminds me a little bit of being on a boat or a cruise because the window is like this. The windshield wipers are from the top. Really cool, really funny. This is a wiper washer by the way over here. so really cool. So it doesn't get more analog than this. This vehicle is basically, you know, it's a military vehicle as old as it gets. So gotta be really careful to jump out because again, little space, you can hit your head. In the back, talking about even less space, check it out. Oh, by the way, those seats, obviously those are new seats, aftermarket seats, Recaro seats, nice and comfortable. Reminds me a little bit of side-by-sides or racers and stuff. That's the idea here. But look, little space, of course. Not comfortable. This is again not a luxury vehicle. This is not a vehicle you're gonna daily. Absolutely not. Very loud, very slow. The 0 to 60, I believe, is about, well, there's no 0 to 60. Actually, the top speed here is about 50 miles an hour. But from 0, let's say, to 50, more than 20 seconds. So the civilians one, the fastest one, the fastest H1 Hammers, I think the 0 to 60 was like 22 seconds or something. So obviously, super slow car, but you're not buying Hammer to drive fast. But anyway, slow, not much space, not much headroom, not much legroom. Over here, this is like pure metal. So you can definitely, you gotta be careful not to hit your shins over here. Well, after speakers, of course, you have the cup holders for your nice beverage when you're riding in the back, off-roading your Hammer. So overall, really cool experience. The ground clearance, I think, is about 16 inches, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, please comment below. Let me know the exact numbers. Huge tires, obviously those are pretty cool. Those are 37s. Suspensions in the back, independent as well. Huge shocks, of course. Yeah, again, high clearance. Everything is so raw, so rugged. Military vehicle. So this is the pickup version, of course. The H1s were also sold as wagons, as convertibles, and also as slantbacks as well. But again, this is the Humvee. This is the original one. Only came like that. Of course, they had a little bit. They did come with the hardtop as well, obviously. But the base is here. Basically, this is your basic original Desert War Humvee. So on that note, guys, let's take this for a drive. I'm excited to drive this piece. I'm gonna show you how it drives off-road and on-road, and we'll take it from there. So follow me. Let's drive the Humvee. Alright guys, let's drive a Humvee on the highway. So I hope you can hear me because it's a little bit loud over here. We have windows open, we have the highway noise, and of course the big diesel engine noise as well. So getting on the highway, again, not too fast. This is a Humvee, it's a military vehicle, but let me tell you, the experience is so cool. It's like driving nothing else on the road. The road presence is crazy. Everybody's looking at me when I drive this. Everybody's passing us, giving me the thumbs up. Yeah, this is a cool vehicle. I'm driving probably about 80 kilometers or about 45-50 miles an hour now, and this is probably the top speed. But doesn't matter. It's really cool. Power steering is actually really good. Very soft. Heavy vehicle is a tank, but it's actually very easy to maneuver. I'm just gonna change the lanes and turn around, but it's funny because I cannot keep up with the traffic, basically volume, with the speed. It's funny. So again, people are passing me by and just waving and taking pictures right now. Obviously, you wouldn't wanna daily this or drive this across country. But for a fun novelty vehicle, doesn't get any cooler than this. Very cool experience. So on this note, guys, if you like my videos, check out the channel, subscribe to Rebel Cars. I'm gonna film different cars, totally different vehicles, and yeah, check out the Rebel Cars, new cars every week. Peace out. different experience. It's a different kind of fun. Not a sports car, but there's something about it. There's something about driving this rugged, crazy, animal, old school vehicle.